Hey guys, who is chillin'? My name is Lonely Mailbox, and today I've got a normal, awesome, smexy, great-tastic commentary for you guys, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's actually raining outside, a bit of thunder, and a bit of lightning, so I'm pretty much trapped in here and forced to make this video for you guys. Not that I wouldn't anyway, I would probably just be doing something else, like hanging out with friends. But anyway, I'm actually excited to make this commentary for you guys. I know I usually don't get the chance to upload just regular commentaries talking about regular things. I usually focus on tips and maybe live commentaries and things like that. But you know, a lot of good feedback comes when I do upload commentaries like this, especially when they're talking about life stories, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. But before we get into that, I want to introduce the gameplay for you guys. Playing MW3 just like everybody else, and hopefully you guys are playing it too, because it is awesome. I'm not complaining about anything like everybody else. People always, find the need, and they just search for something to complain about, but I'm not even going to talk about that today. I hate the fact that people are so spoiled with these Call of Duty games, and I just said I'm not going to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, we're playing on Carbon. I'm using the Scar L, which is pretty much all I've been using, but I haven't really been focused on the multiplayer. I've really just been rocking out the survival mode, the special ops, and I'm actually level 45 on the special ops, I believe, and only 25 on multiplayer. So, there's a big difference there. You guys are going to be seeing both special ops and multiplayer on my channel. Probably primarily the special ops and the survival mode, just because I like that a tad bit better, like I said. But anyway, the gameplay, it's a 15-11 gameplay or something like that. We're playing on Carbon, like I said, using the Scar L, and we are rocking the Predator missile, the advanced UAV, as well as the Juggernaut. And this is actually the video I used to kind of demonstrate that the Juggernaut is a little bit underpowered, and I think a lot of people took that video the wrong way. Maybe I put it out there in the wrong way. It's not so much that the kill streak is underpowered, like the suit. It's more or less that the gun is underpowered. It's just like hit markers for days, hit markers city, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's the gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the life story of when I got interviewed by the police. Now, at the time, I was only in 5th grade, meaning I was only about 10, and admitted that's a little bit young to be being interviewed by the police. And, even middle school is a little bit young to be being interviewed by the police. But anyway, yeah, so I went to school every single day, like a normal 5th grader, a normal kid, and I came home every single day. I walked home to my friend's house with my best friend and 2 little kids. Now, these 2 little kids were actually being babysat by my best friend's mom. His mom was a babysitter at the time, and she babysat a few kids every now and then. But these twins, they went to the same school as us, and they walked home every single day, about a 10-minute walk to my friend's house so that they could be babysat. And me and my friend, we would just do homework and hang out over at his house for a couple hours till I got picked up on my dad and I went home. And basically there was the 2 twins. One of them was a really nice looking sweet one who didn't he looked like he would never do anything wrong. He looked like he'd just sit there, play nicely, and never get in trouble or anything. And then there was the mean looking one who looked like he would always cause all the trouble, always cause all the ruckus, and just not be a good kid. But actually, it was the exact opposite. The mean looking one, the one that didn't look so nice, was the nice one. He never did anything wrong. And the sweet looking one was always causing the trouble, always the really annoying one, never doing what he's told, always getting timeouts, and he's actually the one who caused me to be interviewed by the cops. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what happened? What did he do? And the truth is, I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'm going to tell you. What happened was, it was like it was a school day, and school just ended, and me, my friend, and these 2 little twins, we meet up, and we meet up outside the school to go walk home. And the first thing that this nice-looking twin, this troublemaker, that looks like he wouldn't be a troublemaker, but he is, he tells us that he has a gun in his backpack. And the first thing we do is just laugh, and we're like, ha, ha, what are you gonna do, kill a transformer with it? Seriously, we just blew it off. So we started walking home, and he just keeps going on, guys, I have a gun in my backpack. I took it from my dad. And at this point, we're kind of believing it, but again, we're trying to blow it off and just, take it as a joke, because, we don't really want that to happen. So, so he keeps going on about it, and after I get picked up from by my dad from their house, I get a call from my friend, and he says, dude, this guy really does have a gun in his backpack. And at that point, I just freaked out. And I said, how do you know? And he said, I saw it, I saw it, I saw it. And my dad was in the car with me when I got this call, and I said, where is it, where is it? Don't do anything with it. And my dad, and after I hung up, my dad says, don't do anything with what? And I said, oh, well, we just found somebody's homework, and we're gonna give it to them tomorrow. And you know, he knew that this was a little bit fishy. He knew that I was lying, because obviously I wasn't the best liar at five. I mean, how old was I? 10 years old at 5th grade. That's what I meant to say. So he kind of knew what was up, and eventually I ended up telling my parents because I got so self-conscious, and I didn't want to get shot, to be honest. I was a little scared because I didn't know the capabilities of a gun. In fact, I over-exaggerated them. I thought that they could just totally, you know, kill my entire family, and I mean, they can, but, you know, that's besides the point as well. The fact of the matter was that I was scared. You know, I didn't want to be involved with this gun, so I told my parents. The next thing I know, I'm being called in by the school principal to go into the office and be interviewed by the police. Now, here's what happened. My mom was interviewed, my friend's mom was interviewed, my friend was interviewed, I was interviewed, and the 2 twins were interviewed, as well as probably the twins' parents. I'm not really sure. Maybe they were actually legally interviewed, not just by the school principal and the cops. But anyway, I walk into this room when I'm called in, and I'm freaked out. You know, as soon as I see these 2 police officers, there's a man and there's a lady, and the first thing I see is the guns on their belt and the bats that the little bat type things that they hit people with. And I totally freaked out. I was just like, can I go back to class, please? I have a test to take, you know. And I was freaking out. I wanted to leave, and I thought that maybe I was gonna get in trouble. I was gonna get arrested, and you know, I honestly thought I was gonna die. I was in 5th grade, and I know that's a little old to be so terrified, but I don't know. I was just really scared. So they start asking me all these questions. They asked me what the gun looked like, and I told them, you know, I didn't see it. I told the truth, and you know, I don't know if they believed me. And they really didn't seem as nice as you'd think they'd be, especially towards the kid who let them know that there's a freaking other kid with a gun on this campus. You know, I would expect them to be sweet, you know, trying to make you feel happy inside, but really they were just like they got straight to the point. They didn't say, okay, Jack. So no, they were just like, so what happened, huh? Like, you know, just pressuring you, and it just was not very comfortable at all. I was totally terrified. My mom, I believe my mom was there, my mom and my dad, actually. I was sitting there in the back. I'm not exactly sure. Again, this was, what, 4 years ago, I said? So I don't exactly remember this. I don't even know what happened to the kids. All I know was that eventually they totally disappeared. I never saw them again. Actually, it was like a week after that, the twins just stopped getting babysat by my friend's mom, and they just didn't, I never saw them, you know. I don't know if they went to my school. I honestly don't remember this. If I did, I would tell you, but I don't remember if they, you know, transferred, or maybe they stayed at my school, but I'm sure that the dad or the parents got in trouble. I'm not exactly positive of that. Maybe it was all a misunderstanding and he didn't have a gun, because I never saw the gun myself. You know, my friend said he had it. He sounded serious. I trusted him, and you know, maybe this kid just took a gun. Maybe he found it in his dad's drawer or something like that. I'm really not sure. But let me know if you guys have had any similar experiences. Let me know if you've ever, you know, had to talk to the police about something, if you've ever even been arrested. I know a few kids are pretty crazy like that, and they're already getting arrested at freaking 10 years old or something like that. But not me, luckily. Not me. Haven't gotten any trouble like that. But let me know, guys. I'm actually trying to make more of these life story commentaries, and if you guys want anything in, you know, specific, if you want maybe baby stories or middle school stories or summer camp stories, I'm actually planning on making some of those. I got some really funny summer camp stories, and I think that those are going to be entertaining as well. But that's pretty much it for this commentary, guys. If you want to help me out, feel free to like the video, leave a comment, you know, telling me if anything happened to you involving the police. But that wraps it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. It has been LM.